How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do a premiere draft from the Outlaws of Thunder Junction, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch streaming video games, leathercraft, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, everybody's ready. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Oh boy, nothing good. What's good here? Oh god, I like the Lazov. He's probably one of my favorite uncommons in the set. Desert Stew is also good, as is Mystical Tether. I don't really want to take a two-color card just yet when Mystical Tether is just here. Mystical Tether is one of the better removal spells in the set. Nothing here is really first pickable though. Like, Key to the Vault kind of sucks. Mystical Tether, I guess, right? You know what? I like Lazov, right? Desert Stew is great. I want a Desert Stew. I want the Lazov. I want a Mystical Tether. Gosh. Lonely Arroyo would also be nice to splash for the Tether, right? Like, there's a few things that I wouldn't mind in this pack. Raven is an okay too. We'll take the Lazov. We will take the Lazov. Confirm pick. What's good here now? Shifting Grift? No, that's not good. Drover Grizzly? There's a Vile Smasher. Vile Smasher is actually really cute because he commits crimes every time an outlaw enters the battlefield, which, you know, is a lot of these. Unfortunately, not Lazov, but it's like a lot of these cards like Prickly Pear and Corrupted Conviction. There's also a Scale Storm Summoner if I don't want to like specifically go into anything, but I think I will take the Vile Smasher. I think I will. There's a Blood Hustler. There's a Consuming Ashes. Looks like this actually kind of looks like we're being filtered into Grixis crimes. Yeah, we'll take the Blood Hustler, right? Consuming Ashes is a really good card, but we see so few Blood Hustlers especially in decks where I want at least one Blood Hustler. It's a rogue, so it triggers Vile Smasher, and it commits crimes on its own. And it gets bigger for every crime that you commit, which I think is great. It also, yeah, on its own can drain your opponent. This is a great card. If the board's at parity, this makes your flood not so bad, because you can just start pumping mana into this thing. Yeah, we'll take a Blood Hustler. Blood Hustler, that Rictus Robber. There's also a Vault Plunderer. I like Rictus Robber. I think I like Vault Plunderer a little bit better. I think it's just, you know, one, it draws you a card, so it replaces itself. It's a nice aggressive 3/1, so it trades with a lot of things. It also just trades with, unfortunately, those mercenary tokens, which kind of sucks. But I think the 2-for-1 potential on the Vault Plunderer is really good here. I'd like the Rictus Robber, but we need to be able to kill creatures first. There's also a Path to Exile, which is a fantastic card, period. I'm going to take this Vault Plunderer. Ambush Gigapede. There's a Baron Bertram Greywater. This makes me a little upset that we had to pass up the, what's it called? Oh god, what's that stupid thing called? The Path to Exile, because this is a great card in black-white. You know, and if we're ever gonna like take some of these cards into a black-white deck, splashing for like Vile Smasher or Lazov, you know. But I think the pick here is probably the Prickly Pear over the Gigapede, because you can play several pairs, especially with Vile Smasher, and it's actually kind of good. Whereas the Ambush Gigapede leads to some really good blowout turns, but I don't know. There's a Brute. There's another pair. There's a Desperate Bloodseeker. I think we'll take the Brute here, because it looks like we're slowly funneling into, oh, 1 mana Hellspur Brute? Sure, right? And just getting a 5/4 with Trample for 1 mana is going to be a nice aggressive start. Reckless Lackey. Bandit's Hall. Alright, so Bandit's Hall might actually be worth playing here. We don't necessarily need the ramp, but when we're committing crimes, which is what Vile Smasher likes to do, as well as he just does it on his own. This can help us draw more cards in the late game, and I think that's why we want to take it over, let's say, Overzealous Muscle, which is pretty replaceable and Reckless Lackey, which again, like sometimes you'll just cycle this. Loan Shark wouldn't be too bad, but I don't want to really like early pick that card. You know what I mean? I say that, and then we're about to like, no, wait, there's a Lively Dirge. Never mind. What's wrong with me? Also, I didn't realize this at first. This is any number of permanents you control, then draw that many cards. You could sacrifice lands to this. We're not taking it. I'm taking the Lively Dirge because this is actually good enough to get, like, let's say the Vial Smasher and the Blood Hustler at the same time, or like a 1-drop and Lazav, and I think that that's fun. And we can also just like put the 1-drop into our graveyard with this. Otherwise, I'd take the Treasure Dredger. But yeah, let's take the Lively Dirge for now. This is an off-color desert, and I say off-color because it's not specifically in what appears to be black-red, splashing blue. So I will take the Raven here, because quoth the Raven nevermore. There's a Corrupted Conviction, there's a Humiliate, there's a Sandstorm Verge, which I'm interested in taking because it does commit crimes on its own. I don't like any of these. I'll take the Lackey, but we are not playing that. Ah, there's a Gigapede. Yeah. There's too many Gigapedes now. And an Izumi Link Breaker. That's actually fine. Is this the deck for a cool? He's a cool guy. We're very far away from green, so I don't think I could take the Sandstorm Salvager. I think we take the cool guy, right? I think we take a cool the Unrepentant. He's a Scorpion Dragon Rogue. You know, I was looking at a picture of him the other day, and I was like, what are you? It's like, you have the Scorpion tail and the claws, but then you got wings? Buddy, pick a lane. Holy crap. He's a rogue. He's a Scorpion and a Dragon. And he has Flample, Flying Trample for 5/5, and he doesn't do anything else. The rest of that text doesn't matter. It's sorcery speed, sacrifice 3 other creatures to cheat in another creature. That doesn't exist. That's not real. I like the Shepherd, the Lawbringer's pretty good, but what we really need is like fixing for Lazav. There's an at knife point, which I think is what makes the deck work. Otherwise, yeah, because this is the one that whenever you commit a crime, you create a mercenary token. Yeah, we got to take cards like at knife point if we want this deck to work. Every time we crime our opponent, and Mourner's Surprise would be nice too. Every time we crime our opponent, we get a 1/1 that triggers the Vial Smasher. So, but that's once per turn, right? Servant of the Stinger would be great. Festering Gulch is also worth considering, as is Prickly Pear, but I'm going to take the at knife point here. Journey to Nowhere, god, you know, like such a good removal spell. I also recently found out a trick where if you bounce or destroy this before it resolves after you choose your target, they just never get their creature back. It's great. We'll take the at knife point. There's the Rakish Crew. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need for this deck to function. I would like the Raven here. I would like the Bristling Backwoods. We're going to take the Rakish Crew. Again, we're trying to get this engine to go in a circle. There's another Blood Hustler. There's also a Tyrant Scorn, which is one of the cards that you could splash blue for, but I think we really need to hit a critical mass of outlaws. Bloodseeker's not an outlaw for whatever reason. Like, this could have been a rogue, but they chose not to. It does commit a crime on its own, but I will take the Blood Hustler here. We do need removal, though. Very important to get some removal. It looks like we're in black-red crimin'. Let's see. Does at knife point create a outlaw? No, it doesn't. Outlaws you control have first strike on your turn, though. There's a Mourner Surprise. And there's a Prickly Pear. There's also a Skewer. I think we want to go critical mass on outlaws, so I think Prickly Pear might be better than Skewer here. Might be wrong about that, but I do think we want to go critical mass on outlaws. So I'm going to take the Prickly Pear here. The Raven might not make the cut because it's not necessarily it isn't necessarily a crimer, right? Everything else here sets off the Vial Smasher, which is great, which then sets off the at knife point. And if Rakish Crew is just out, that just can mean that we win, right? There's a Malcolm. Can we splash for Malcolm? There's also an old Rutstein. Is he worth splashing for? I think we're going to be double spelling enough that this is okay. It's also a binding negotiation. I think we're double spelling enough that this is okay, actually. Second spell each turn we investigate. Yeah, let's take the Malcolm. He's a turn 4 play. We're gonna really need to try to get some Grixis lands, right? As well as more Vault Plunderers. Oh, this is by Evan Fong. I mentioned that before, didn't I? God, Evan Fong's such a great artist. There's a Fake Your Own Death, the Void Rend, and there's a Deadeye Duelist. I think we take the Deadeye Duelist because it does like... This is the deck for Deadeye Duelist, right? As opposed to like some of the other decks. It triggers at knife point by itself. So this is the deck for that. I don't think we want Pyromancers here. There's a Corrupted Conviction, which is card draw, but not necessarily the kind of card draw that we really want in this, because that's for the black-white deck. Pyromancers is just trash, so I think we just take the Lava Spur Boots. Probably don't play them, but we take them. Let's see. We do need some blue fixing, though, like red-blue and black-blue lands would be good. There's a Seize the Secrets, which is kind of playable in the deck. It's also a Ruthless Lawbringer. That's a really late Ruthless Lawbringer. I'm going to say that. I wonder if the black-white deck was just like super duper open. Maybe I should have took it. We'd be giving up the Akul and the Hellspur Brood and all the Prickly Pears and the Malcolm and the Viles Map. You know what? Never mind. Unless we could get that splashing to go well. I don't think that's good. All right. Mourner Surprise number 1. I'll take that. A little bit of Graveyard Recursion never hurt anybody. Not a big fan of Boneyard Desecrator. I don't feel like we're going to use the treasures for anything unless I get a Magda. Imp's Mischief is the only playable card here. That said, I'm not playing it. Sure. Gold Rush. Vault Buster. That's playable in our deck. I'm not playing it. It's one of those like, are you crazy? I did say we needed removal. God, that is a Dust Animus. Ha! Ha! As much as I want this Soured Springs, we need the Unfortunate Accident more. What a shame. But yeah, we need the Unfortunate Accident more because we need removal. We need to be able to interact with our opponent, so I have to take the Unfortunate Accident. The Soured Springs, I don't think we're going to see you on the wheel. It's also a Take for the Ride, which is not removal, but it's cute. It's cute. What's our curve look like? We need some bigger creatures and bigger spells, and I guess Unfortunate Accident can be one of them. Malcolm will help us out with turning our double spells into there's some removal there. Turn our turns where we double spell into what's it called? Extra cards. I gotta take the Explosive Derailment. We're passing up a Caught in the Crossfire, which I don't think is good, even in this deck, and a Irascible Wolverine, which is fine, and a Desperate Bloodseeker, which is okay. But I'm going to take the Explosive Derailment, and I hope that there are times where we get to go 4 damage. Kill and Shatter, right? Shatter. What's a 4 damage spell that kills something? Boil? No. I take the Explosive Derailment, though. Let's see what's good here. There's a Desert Stew. There's an Eroded Canyon. Gosh. There's a Rooftop Assassin. Okay. I think I have to take the Eroded Canyon solely because there's also a Lone Shark, which I don't think we really want here. Because the Desert Stew is not going to be super great in this deck without deserts. So we need deserts. This will help us to, if we see Desert Stew later, have a good Desert Stew. Also wouldn't mind a Rooftop Assassin, but we need Eroded Canyon. We need the fixing of Eroded Canyon, and that's like the best card for us here, and we need to be disciplined. There's a Sharpshooter, which is pretty good. There's a Consuming Ashes, which is probably better, actually. I mean, this being Bone Crusher Giant is fine, but we need to have a way to deal with certain things like Rakdos. Just exile them entirely. And I think the Consuming Ashes is... That's it, right? I wouldn't mind the Sharpshooter coming back around. It likely does not. We might see the Rooftop Assassin, though. But I'm going to take the Consuming Ashes here, and it's a gift. Another Mourner Surprise. We don't need the Bandit's Hall. There's a Trick Shot. I could take the trick shot. It is 6 damage to one creature and 2 to a token, which could be okay. We already have a Mourner's Surprise. So yeah, let's take the trick shot for now, because we are hurting for removal. It's a Discerning Peddler, but I think I like the Gila Courser just a little bit more. Discerning Peddler loots. Courser goes like, hey, I'm just gonna, you can play this until your next turn. Good luck with that one. Yeah, we're gonna take the Courser here. It's actually really good. Just in general. It's a 4-2. You know, like typically it trades for stuff. If it doesn't, and you just get to attack with it roughshod, that feels really good. Oh look, there's absolutely nothing here for us. I don't like Shackle Slinger. I don't like Rizzle Dizzler. I don't like this Buzzard. I'm not taking another Bandit's Haul. God. Magebane Lizard's like, ugh, you know? Like, how many non-creature spells are we going to be casting? I don't want to play Magebane Lizard, you know what I mean? Another Gigapede, but I have 2 of those. I didn't take that card, did I? I did. Alright, well, that can go back. Slick Sequence is like the best card here. It's not good for us, though. Do we play the Trick Shot? Number 2? I'd rather have the Slick Sequence, and I think we cut that even then. We have some 4s. Or sorry, some 5s. We have a 4, a 4. I don't like any of these things. I'll take the Treasure Dredger as a 2. There's a Wolverine. I'll take that. The Dredger could also help us fix, so Highway Robbery is not terrible. Outlaws Fury, if ever there was a deck, but I think that gets cut. And Fake Your Own Death as a trick. I don't think we're playing these blue cards. I don't. I think we have to cut the Malcolm, and I think we have to cut the Lazov. And the Slick Sequence. And that just really, really cleans up things here. 2 Gigapedes I think might be okay. The Hellspur Brute's not going to cost as much. It's not going to cost 5. It's probably going to be a 4 or 3. Outlaw's Fury is not the card I think we want to be seeing here. So let's... Whoops. We have the 17 creatures. So let's look at it this way. T-Cree. Right? Did I spell that right? I spelled that wrong. Cree. I could have sworn I was holding the button too. Alright, so what are we cutting? I think we cut Fury. I just don't like it. Course is fine. Did I not? Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm bad at this. Alright, so... Knife Point and Crew are great. Dirge. Yeah, sure. Mortar Surprise. Okay. Unfortunate Accident. Alright, so let's put our removal here into a pile. Okay. Do we need Mourner Surprise and Dirge? I don't think we need Mourner Surprise if we have Dirge. Because Dirge gets back most of our creatures. So let's get rid of Surprise and keep Dirge. Then get rid of the Haul. We don't really need the Haul. Because we're not really ramping into anything or fixing for anything. 17 creatures. Some of these creatures I don't like. Is the Robbery good enough? I think we want the Robbery. We need the 4 pieces of removal. Let's cut the Link Breaker. I just think it's the worst creature we have. And maybe a land, right? Let's cut the Canyon commits a crime, so let's cut a Swamp. And play 16 lands, 40 cards. I think that's fine, right? 16? Alright. Ooh, let's make Vile Smasher be the deck art, because Lazov isn't even in the deck anymore. And I think that's fine. Alright, here's our first opponent for round 1. We are playing Rakdos Vandalions. Vandals. This seems okay. We can draw into a red source, right? We just need to draw lands, is what it is. But our curve is pretty low here. Drawing any land allows us to play Vault Plunderer. We get to turn 2 Blood Hustler, right? Opponent already took a mulligan, so that's even better for us. This is the kind of deck where I feel like Heartless Pillage would actually be good in. And I didn't see a single Hollow Marauder, which is a shame. I really like that card, actually. Ooh, alright. Play that, play the Hustler. Any land off the top, please. Okay. Red, green. That's not a land. End turn. Don't do this. We had, what, 3 draws? Yeah. There's a green blade. Fuck me. Alright. This is gonna get big, isn't it? We draw a land like an unfortunate accident. That thing before it gets too big. They might just, sure. My turn. Alright, so... I'm gonna play this Vault Plunderer. We really need to draw... No attacks here. We need to draw lands... Landos. I would like to have that knife point out. Oh, don't do that. They gotta punch it. Oh, hell to pay? For 3? They could put that on that and then just like get to swing out for free. Okay. We'll play this. That was rude, sir. Play this. Give it first strike. So if they make the mistake of blocking it, we'll end by playing our lackey. Lackey. Sure. Bings us. They have access to 6 mana here. These 2 treasures are very bad for us. I would like to draw a land? I'd like to draw a land. Oh, cool. Well, there goes the Vault Plunderer. Yeah. Rest in peace. This is to attack for free. At least I know what to aim the unfortunate accident at. Yeah. And that draws them a card later. Yeah, no blocks. At least I know what to aim the unfortunate accident at. Alright, so if we play that... I guess we play it like this. I'm gonna play the unfortunate accident here. This commits a crime, makes one of those. Auto pay. Sure. Maybe I should have did that next turn. I'll attack. This allows me to next turn get back the Hustler. Oh god. Look at this nerd. 4/5. Oh man. Yep. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, Wolverine? Yeah, no blocks here. Okay, so Rakish Crew is really good here. So I'm gonna play Rakish Crew. We're gonna play the Raven. Next. No attacks, end turn. So what's good here is that the knife point... Sorry. The Rakish Crew and the knife point are going to feed each other. And it's going to help us to drain out our opponent. Sure. Second spell. It means that we get a chump block every turn, which I think is going to be good for us. Okay? But this is a lot of pressure. I'm just going to say that right now. Alright, so we definitely have to block like that. But I don't think we block with the Raven. Yep. Each opponent loses a life. Oh, does that not trigger at knife point? Well, shucks. I thought that did. This deck's falling apart now, isn't it? Okay, so play this. Let's see. I thought that that was going to trigger everything that I needed it to. Do this. Attack with this. Next. Plunk. So I think what I'm supposed to do is actually sacrifice this so that I can full value get back the Vault Plunderer and the that thing. But that's gonna cost 3. At least move with 4. And then this is gonna cost 4, right? Yeah, I guess that's fine. It still draws me a card too. Activate the ability. There we go. Drain our opponent. Cool. Where he gets that back. Auto pay. Submit 4. Target a player, draw a card. There we go. That kind of worked, right? This Raven of Fell Omens, though, is not great here. I'll say that. Let's see. Yeah, they're probably gonna just kill that. That makes sense, all things considered. Yep. Okay. Sure. I think next turn we just Blood Hustler and leave up the activation. Woo! Okay, so that trades with that, and this dies to that, and then we take 6, and we gain 2. Okay. Alright. Land there was not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I play this and then activate it, it gives us another token, but I don't think that that's good enough, right? We drain our opponent. We get one of those. And then we're just dead to damage, right? Because we're dead to the trample here, so yeah, good game. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. We tried. I thought, so one of the reasons why I was looking forward to making this deck is because I thought that these triggered each other. Targeting opponents, anything they control, and or cards in their graveyard is a crime. Okay, and this just dings them. Okay. Okay. Alright, I thought it was targeting or damaging your opponent. That's not great. I thought it worked. I thought it worked better. I thought it was like an infinite combo. Also, opponent's deck was like full of very, very difficult to deal with things, and we had a very slow start. We can keep this. Blood Hustler into Duelist or Prickly Pear. We have a removal spell and a big old beefy boy. Ambush Gigapede would have helped a lot last game. We just never drew one, even though this deck has 2 of them. We would like to draw into lands, though. Like, that's just, you know. Here we go. Next turn, we're going to... Actually, I should Deadeye Duelist first. Right? Especially if, yeah. Oh, okay, that was the hand check. I'm sorry. Alright, so now I know I can Vile Smasher next turn. It's a Fortune. Okay. That's concerning. I think I just killed that. Can I kill that? No, I can't. Okay. Prickly Pear. We have enough to kill it with blocks now. And the next turn we Vile Smasher, Blood Hustler. Holy cow! Alright. If they want a saddle, I will double block it. There's no combat trick. There is combat tricks in blue. I'm gonna quad block you. Sure. Okay, Black Source is great here. We're gonna Vile Smasher into Blood Hustler. targets our opponent. We're going to do this with this, and then we're going to attack with it. Sterling Supplier. That's not great. Okay. Let's see. Land here. I think what I can do is send in the Vile Smasher. Great. So let's do that. Gong. Okay. And then I'm gonna unfortunate accident the Sterling Supplier. And create a token. Target creature. Auto pay. Committed a crime. Sure, Bandits Hall. Pretty good. Aven Interrupter. We can kill that with Gigapede, which I think is, yeah, that's the Mailbox Police right there. Okay, cool. Good game. They were tapped out. I was like, okay, I guess you're gonna run that out? Sure. Something I can kill with this big old Gigapede. Yeah. And we did offer the trade, right? They just didn't want to take it. They were like, this flyer's too important to us. Alright, we're 1-1 going into round 3. My cat looks very cute right now. She's just lounging in the bed with her tummy up. Hey, we have a cool, the Unrepentant. Okay, so we can keep this. Unfortunately, this is a tap land, but we do have to play it. It does force us to not get value on playing Restless Lackey turn 1 and attacking with it. Cool. I'll play the Deadeye Duelist. A red source would have been better than that extra black source. Next turn we could play Prickly Pear. Blood Hustler. That chunky bustler. No blocking, knocking. This makes a mercenary, right? This is actually very good here. I'll attack. Bonk. Blood Hustler's weird in their deck. I guess we'll find out why they have it later. Playing Rakish Crew this early, though, is going to be, I'm going to say, difficult. This thing trades for either of these. If they have a crime, right, that'd be bad. I will block this Ankle Biter. What are they doing? I'll block the Ankle Biter with this 1/1. Alright. And if you want to use your combat... That's so weird. I don't know why they did that. Oh, okay, Honest Redstein, that's fine. I think the best use of our mana is to play a Prickled Pear. And it lets us activate the Duelist at instant speed. The Prickly Pear can trade with the Redstein, and we can double block the Hustler in case they have activation up with this and this. Okay. I figured. Think. Alright, there's a double red. So, they have access to the mana for instant speed, destroy, or exile target creature. So, we're not gonna do that. What we are gonna do, though, is send in the Prickly Pear. And I'm gonna send him in naked, because I want to keep this back as a blocker. Even though we're gonna play another Prickly Pear here. Probably followed with a Reckless Lackey. Oh, are they just holding up Activate the Blood Hustler? Because I don't think that that's good enough. Sure, resolve. Becomes a 3/3. Fine. Bounding Felidar. Oh, that's right, because it costs one less because of Honest Rut. Okay. Activate this, ding ya. Okay. Play this. Play the Fatso. And next, no attacks, end turn. They're gonna gain a lot of life off this Bounding Felidar though, which is gonna be a problem. So we need to be able to just like block it. Yeah, resolve all. That does crime for free. I think they play the Ankle Biter, they saddle up, and then they run the Felidar out. This becomes a 4/4. Oh, they have a giant beef. Oh no. They have big things. Real big things. But they don't seem to... Ooh, they could have removal here. They could have throw from the saddle, and that'd be real bad for us. They're also at Betrayal at the Vault mana. Alright, so they're gonna pilot that. Or saddle that, rather. I need to block the Bounding Felidar so that it dies. So I'm putting a lot in front of that Felidar, actually. Sure. Past the blockers. Sure. I need them to use... They don't have Take Up the Shield. Deserts do. Okay. So that becomes a 2/2. Okay. Alright, land is not useful here. Activate this. Drain our opponent. Get another land. Cool. No attacks, end turn. That's not great, actually. I think that was the game getting away from us just then and there. Top decking 2 lands. Very bad here. I don't think we have anything that can... Let's see. Yep, Conduit Pylon's pretty good. And they just didn't play this. They should have played this last turn. Oh, they held up the deserts too, that's why. Okay, never mind. Saddle 3, yep. Sure. Pass. Block that. Block that. 3 blockers. We're gonna drain them for 3? Yep. Yep. I knew better than to do that. Yep. And we kill the Rutstein here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Fucking hell. No attacks. End turn. It's nice to draw so many lands when you don't need them. It's really nice. I love drawing 700 lands. Now I can't even block. Now I can't even block because then they just get our duelist. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anything saves us here now. Pass. No blocks. They activate that? Yeah. Cool. Cool. And I activate this. I literally have nothing in my hand. Yep, yep. Leave me at 1. Oh, Lively Dirge. That's not good enough, right? Because we can get back a pair and a lackey. And then they just get to activate whatever it is. Let's full send it. Auto pay. Let me see what we got in here. So I could put something that doesn't matter in the graveyard. If I put Blood Hustler in the graveyard, I can activate it once so that we don't die. But I really need to get Prickly Pear and Lackey. So let's just pitch a land. Activate this, sacrifice it to drain our opponent for 1. Resolve. To get a card. And then I guess I just plot this? Auto pay. Sure. No attacks here. But we're just dead, so good game. We tried. You know what sucked? Drawing 3 lands in a row when we actually needed action. That felt like mana screw. That was a great top deck though, getting the Lively Dirge. But yeah, they just had too much. They had too much power on the ground. We need to. I guess we needed more cards like Deserts do. Unfortunately, I took a Desert over Deserts do. And we need our removal like almost immediately. You know, it's, you know, like, and that's like not great. All right, so we can keep this. We're on the draw, or on the plate rather, so I think that that's fine. Blood Hustler. Sure. Play the Hustler for now. I could have plotted Robbery, but I think that this tempts them into killing it, which is also fine, right? Because we're holding Dirge. Next turn, it's Prickly Pear turn. Okay. Dust Anime. Alright. What we could do is Highway Robbery, Eroded Canyon. Okay, let's plot this. Play the Canyon. Kings our opponent. I'll attack. Hit him for 2. This allows us to have a slightly larger board. They're just playing out the Dust Animus. Okay. Ooh, that's very good. Okay. I'm going to Vault Plunderer here. Draw a card. Cool. We're gonna play a land. And next... do I Highway Robbery? Sacrifice a land here? You know what? Maybe. Sacrifice a land. Because I figured, yeah. Especially because we drew 2 lands. That's good, right? Fuck. Ah! Alright, that's not wonderful. The Vault Plunderer is fine here. Oh god. What is this? Visage Bandit. Okay. That's pretty bad, actually. We're gonna play a land. I could, next turn, Lively Dirge, get Vial Smasher and Blood Hustler, and that's actually really, really fun. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply pressure. So, this is gonna come out as like a 4/5, which is why we're gonna hold up the Trick Shot to kill that next turn. Yeah, it's gonna be a 4/5. They're gonna copy their Dust Animus. Yep. I know. Marauding Sphinx. Yeah, yeah. Kill me in the air. Okay. Submit 0. Next. No attacks, end turn. So this Marauding Sphinx really, really ruins my day here. Not a big fan of that. Because I can't attack through it. Yep, Tomb Troller. Okay. Tomb Troller. Weird pick. So this is 5 in the air. I need another removal spell that only costs 4 to get rid of Marauding Sphinx. And I need them to tap out. And it doesn't look like they're doing it here. Oh my god! Ask and ye shall receive. I think, though, that that's not the correct thing to do. I think we need to plot that. No attacks. End turn. Because this Marauding Sphinx is just too fucking big. And, like, they clearly have counter magic. So that's annoying. We're going to draw so many lands, it's a good thing that I, what's it called? Yep. And what is this? It's Ward 2. Okay. And they're not playing anything now. Alright, so... here's a cool. He's a cool guy. Please don't counter this. Okay. And next... no attacks, end turn. Hypothesisal. Okay. So that's what they had. Cool. It's 4 damage to... Sure. Yep. That makes the most sense. It's the 3 power thing, right? Mystical Tether. Alright, good game. Cool. That went about as well as pig shit. Oh my god, what the fuck? Was the curve just too low? Is my curve just like way too low? Does it just not have enough like mid-range strategy involved? Maybe that's it, right? Like, leave match. That felt so bad. That felt so bad. Yeah, maybe I need to do like more mid-range things. I thought the deck was great, although I did screw up with the evaluation of the... Where is it? Rakish Crew plus at knife point. I thought that was going to be better than it was, and it wasn't. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Reckless Lackey is kind of like bad, I guess. The removal in red sucks. I'm going to say that right now. The removal in red is like really trash. Like 5 mana for 6 damage. Compare that to Consuming Ashes. 4 mana for... Get out of here. Sometimes this kills a token. Usually that's a mercenary token. Usually that doesn't matter. I don't know, guys. A cool was fine, and then he would die. I guess we really didn't have... I wasn't seeing anything good, truth be told, when we were doing the draft, so maybe that's just the issue. There just weren't any bombs. The last draft, though, I had tons of bombs. Nothing good to play. Whatever. I'll hit done on that. If you enjoyed that, enjoyed me getting my thrashing, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch streaming video games, leathercraft, and other sort of nonsense. But until next time, I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy, folks. Have a good evening.